Okay, this is our next project. We are going to be designing a ceramic tile. Let me just see I'll show you what that kind of looks like. So here are some ceramic tiles that I designed that fit into four, sort of like a radial design. So what we're going to do is we're going to design that tile, okay? So we're going to start with some sheets like this where we're going to draw what the tile looks like. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put that tile together to see what it looks like when we put it in a group like this one. We're going to just hand draw that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to construct that on the computer, on Illustrator, so we actually make a really nice version of it. And then we're going to color it in Photoshop and then put it together and see what it looks like when I arrange it into different configurations, okay? I happen to like this one, so I'm going to arrange mine like this one, and these are the colors that I'm choosing. So what I need to do is, once again, I'm going to design that tile. And then once it's designed and I print it, it looks like this. I'm going to take something called carbon paper. I'm going to put it underneath it. I'm going to put some pins through it, and I'm going to attach it to a piece of linoleum. This is linoleum that I already have cut for you, okay? So we're going to attach it like this. We're going to trace the design on here, so we transfer that design on, and then we're going to carve out the design like this so it's a three-dimensional design. After we carve it out, then we're going to press it we're going to put it on top of a slab of clay we have. We're going to take a rolling pin and roll it out, and then we're going to trim off that slab right around this piece of linoleum. So that's exactly how I did these four designs. Now these four designs still have to be cleaned up along the edges because they're a little bit rough so that they fit perfectly together with no seams. And I also want to get rid of any little rough edges that I might have. Once I do that, I'm going to let them dry like they are, and then I'm going to decorate it with underglaze, and then we're going to fire it and then put glaze on it. So we're going to have four different tiles. So what you need to start with is your design, okay? So what I do is I've got sheets like this, and I want you to really be loose and experiment with all kinds of different ideas. So like, for example, the reason I have these squares here, that represents if you have something running off on one side like this, okay, you know that if you put this tile next to it, it'll connect to the next tile. So whatever my design is, okay, I'm going to draw that design, and I might come up with some different cool ideas. So maybe I'll do this kind of thing. Maybe my design will do this. And then I'll erase some of these so maybe it looks like it passes underneath or over the top like that. Then with the other spaces that I have, I can make some additional designs. So maybe in here, I come up with a design that looks sort of like this. Okay, but we're going to make it really symmetrical looking. Mine's pretty sloppy right now, and that's okay because we're going to construct it later. So maybe up here, maybe I do this. Maybe this comes up like this, comes down like that. Okay, and then maybe I put another shape inside of here and another shape inside of there and so on. So really what I'm doing is experimenting with different designs. Now I don't want to give away too many things that I've done, but I'm just going to show you that just a variety of ideas that I had. Here's some different ideas. Here is something I just did in a class just to kind of demonstrate. Here is my original idea that I really liked, this one here. Here's one with some wings. Here's one with an eye and some other things. Here's some other ones. Here's some other designs that I came up with. So once you decide which designs you like, we're actually going to photocopy them, cut them out, and stick them together to see if you really like them as a whole. So there's a couple that I did here. You can see I just stuck them together as an example of what they might look like if I put them together as a whole design. Okay? So that's what we're going to be doing, and then eventually we're going to be printing something like this, a paper version of it, so we kind of know what our plan is before we start. And that's it.